Welcome back. It's time for another exciting episode of Mega Man 11, and we're going to jump right into it. Today I'm going to be fighting the Ice Boss and the Fire Boss. Hopefully. This thing on? There we go. Alright, Tundra Man. Tundra Man, who bears a striking resemblance to that chick from NXT who has the hair and she like spins it when she walks. God damn it, what is her name? She's really cool. I'm always talking about how great she is. Yeah, Tundra Man is basically her. So, I hope she plays this game. This stage is a real pain, actually. My goal for this episode is to finish this stage and the fire stage, which the fire stage is almost without a doubt the most irritating level out of the first game. I mean, that level is just bollocks all around. Now, this level, nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, this is a very difficult level, and a lot of slippery floors, there are a lot of wind currents that push you around. It's, hold on, I need to adjust this a little bit. Not an easy level at all. There we go, that's a little better. So yeah, taking on a couple of very tough levels today. I like how there's a dinosaur statue, or fossil rather, not statues, a fossil in the background there. It's a nice callback to Mega Man 7 and Freeze Man's level. Matter of fact, this game has a number of, skip the one up because I'm actually full on lives. This game has a number of very fun callbacks to other games in the series. The boss weakness order has a nice little reference to the original Mega Man. The elect weapon works really well against the ice boss. The ice weapon works well against the fire boss. The fire weapon works well against Blast Man, who is basically the bomb boss. And then the blast weapon works really well against Block Man, who is basically Guts Man 2.0. So yeah, nice callback to the Mega Man 1 boss weaknesses. They fit very nicely into the overall order of this game's boss weaknesses. You might notice that I didn't mention Cut Man because this game actually doesn't have a Cut Man equivalent. So there we go. Man, I'm on fire right now compared to yesterday. Yesterday I was not playing very well, but today I'm definitely on. So that's good. Whoa, look at that. 3 chips. So, pro tip, like serious pro tip right now. This is a big major league pro tip. This is the pro tip. Those 3 chips that I just grabbed, you might have noticed that there was a checkpoint not long ago in the level. So when you first start playing Mega Man, what game is this? 11? 9? I almost said 9. Mega Man 12. When you first start playing this game, it's very important to build up as many well, as many chips as you can right off the bat, because you need chips to survive in this game. Like, you need them to survive. And, oh great, look at this. Jesus. Hold on. So, before you even beat a single stage, load up on chips. Matter of fact, best place to load up on chips, probably right here in Tundra Man's stage. What you do is you grab those 3 chips in the previous room, and then you die on purpose. Go back to the previous checkpoint, go back, grab the 3 chips again. Each time you do that, it's 300 chips. Now, alternatively, you can go to Block Man's stage, and whoa, there we go. Got his number now. You can go to Block Man's stage where there is a single chip that's right at the beginning of the stage, so you don't have to play through part of the stage to get to it. And you can just grab that single chip over and over again. It's only 100 chips each time, but that'll still get you like a full complement of energy tanks very quickly. So yeah, pro tip, when playing Mega Man 11 for the first time especially, you're going to want to farm some items. So farm those chips, Either do it in this stage or block man stage, one or the other. Just load up on chips and then in turn load up on energy tanks and 1-ups and then go to town, pretty much. Okay, so with all that said, we're doing pretty well. I had to use an energy tank on that previous fight, but other than that, things are going well. Nice trilobite in the background there. That was a Neanderthal. I really want to destroy this guy. I don't know why. I should just let him go. There we go. There's a robotic fish. Now we got some more trilobites, some plankton in the background there, some early aquatic life. Oh, getting more advanced actually. There's the plesiosaur from the dinosaur era. There's a modern fish right there. And what else do we have back there? We have simple shelled life here. And then up top you have the Triceratops, which is not a sea creature. So at that point life has evolved onto land. Interesting museum here, I have to say. Really cool music in this level too. Like, to say the least, this is one of the best stage themes in the game, probably. Now, it's worth noting that I am equipped with, how do you say, the spike boots. This is something you can get right from the get-go, like from the beginning of the game. And they make you not slide on ice, which is kind of crucial for this level, actually. This is where things get tough. Well, kinda tough. So 1-ups cost less than energy tanks, so I'm gonna go ahead and lose a life here to get my health back. Nice dinosaur skeleton in the background there. Great callback to Freeze Man from Mega Man 7. Right there. Because when you fight Freeze Man, there is a T-Rex skeleton in the background. In addition to other dinosaur skeletons scattered throughout his stage, so great references here. But yeah, definitely get the spike boots before you do this stage. I have not even tried this stage without them. I imagine it's much more difficult. Now for this guy, you're going to pull a Mega Man 1 and use the elect weapon to begin. And using the, how do you say, power gear. Using the power gear will charge up your elect shots, cause them to do a ton of damage. Make short work of the guy that way. Whew, okay, so that's one stage down, playing a lot better than I was yesterday. I'm not as exhausted as I was then, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Next up, we're going to take on the fire stage, which I am putting aside basically this entire episode for the fire stage, because this stage is complete bollocks. I expect to die a lot getting through it. Oh, Doctor, hey, is something wrong? We got 4 bosses down now, so it's time for a cutscene.
It was so very long ago. It was on that day.
Wowie and I had our falling out. You're quite widowy for a wench in our gears.
We were students then, each pursuing robotics research in our own
auto-enrolled doing back there.
Each of us was passionate about forging.
They're like spying. It's really not necessary. They can just stand out here with us. It's cool. We're not talking about anything secret here.
By giving robots independent thought, they could be true
partners to humankind at last. Sexually.
Naive as always. Even robots that think for themselves will never be anything more than tools.
So Wily is like a robots' rights representative, basically.
Power, insurmountable
a robot
speed.
Rights activist.
It's only when we build robots with the power to outdo humans.
He's like, I have created a new life form.
Robots for what they are.
I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
With my double gear system, we can make that dream a reality.
Actually, I'm pretty tired.
Installed, any robot can
I got 4 hours of sleep. It's better than 0. Which is what I was going on yesterday. Close to 0 anyway.
I was strongly opposed to Wily's ideas and research. The
double gear system.
It puts
It puts
an
an
incredible strain on the robots that use it. And if it fell into the wrong hands, it could be used to cause terrible harm. At the time, a committee was convened.
I should just like mute the game and
research was
do the voiceover.
In favor of my independent thought research.
The Mega Man 8 style voiceover.
Wily never forgave me, and his views have grown ever more.
Dr. Wily never forgave me, and his views have become ever more extreme since then. How ironic that my efforts to quench Wally's hot-headedness only ended up fueling the fire. If only I showed him there was a way to work together, instead of just telling him that he was wrong, maybe we shall be friends. A way to work together? Even the double gear system can be a tool for good if used properly. But using it properly requires proper judgment. Wally's dream of developing technology to make the robot into a hero could become reality, Mega Man, if used by you. I am trusting you, Mega Man. Oh, I almost forgot something very important. I have just finished giving Rush a good tune-up. He is all ready to hell with you. An important element of bad Mega Man 8 voice acting is to randomly speed up your words and then slow them down again. Rush, help Mega Man and keep him safe. Be a good boy now. No, we don't need an explanation of Rush yet. We're good, thank you. We're leaving the 3 bosses at the top of the screen for last. That is not on purpose, just did it up that way. So Torchman is the monk of the game. He's a very monk-like kind of guy. And his stage is some kind of weird campground. Oh, wow. Off to a terrible start. Like a really terrible start. Curious, did that use 1 beat call or 2? It used 2 beat calls. Yikes. So yeah, we're off to a pretty bad start. That is like a really intense jump though. Especially for like the very beginning of the stage. Oh my god, this stage is so bad. This music that's playing is basically seared into my brain from my first playthrough. Now on this part right here, you can actually freeze the firewall, which is a really good idea. But I am not doing that because I want to play the game as I played it the first time, or play this stage as I played it the first time. This part right here is terrible because if you accidentally take out that torchbearer at the top of the screen, the lantern bringer, if you will, the harbinger of light. If you accidentally take him out, you're basically screwed. Not in that room so much, but following rooms where there are pits. You take out that guy at the top of the screen, you're done. Because you can't see shite without him there. This music's actually really good. I just had it seared into my head though. I had so much trouble with the stage before. This guy we're not gonna dick around with. Bye-bye mini-boss. Alright, so now my weapon energy is low for the boss weakness, but that's okay because I have like a zillion W tanks. No relation to George W. Bush. I mean, if they were George W. Bush tanks, that would be a considerably worse thing. I would not buy it from the store at that point. I would say no thank you to that. Oh. Need it. Okay, there we go. So this part, this is where the game gets tough. Alright. This part right here. I want you to see this part because it's redonk. Absolutely redonk. Look at this. And you get hit one time and you're completely effed. Alright? That's right, I said effed. I'm pulling out the profanity for this. And I am effed. Look at this. Look at how effed I am. Absolutely effed. Like I said, I could just get through this at will by simply freezing the firewall and running on my merry way. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play this stage the way I played it originally, without the ice weapon, so you can see how bad it is. I don't plan on taking too long with it though. I mean, when I first played this stage, I think it took me about an hour and a half just to get through this one level. I'm not going to do that this time. Shit! Shite! Look at that. Those are some skills right there. Skills. Shit. And dead again. Yeah, if you get hit by anything, Mega Man gets stunned for like an entire minute. At least it seems like an entire minute while the fire wave catches up with you. And then you have this guy right here, who serves no purpose except to just like slow you down and waste your time every time you die. Like, why is that guy even there? Here's the slow down right here. Good, good, good. Okay, slow down. Take off slow down here because you want this guy to rear his ugly head sooner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go. Cat. Cat wanted to be let out. Gotta let the cat out. It's not a euphemism for anything. Come on. Come on. There we go. So yeah, do yourself a favor. Do this level after the ice level. You know. So you can freeze the firewall. Oh, hey, here's some good news. Every time I die, I'm getting 200 chips from that spot right there. So yeah, I'm raking in some dough. Not that I need it, because I built it at the beginning, but, you know. I wonder if I can just walk through this guy to save some time. Here we go. Who's counting? Probably gonna die anyway. This is brutal. You want to take the slowdown off because you want these guys to materialize. So, Jesus H. This is why I set aside an entire episode for the fire level. I want you to experience the pain with me going through this level. Experience the sheer pain. How horrible it is. Look at how little room it gives you. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you get hit one time and you're completely out. Did you see that? Whew! Alright. Made it through that part, but guess what? There's like 3 more parts after that part. Good luck. Seriously. Good luck with this part. Oh, thank God. I had 1 beat charge left. That would have sent me right back to the beginning of the area. Right there. So this part, every inclination on the part of the player is to take out that owl guy up there. Look at this. This is ridiculous. What the shit? What am I supposed to do? Wait, I'll use Rush Jet. Yeah, when I first played this, I didn't have Rush Jet either, by the way. So... And yeah, if you take out these lantern guys, you can't see anything. And you have to make a bunch of blind jumps. Now, pro tip, the electrical weapon can actually illuminate your surroundings. So, come here with the electric weapon. In addition to the ice weapon, you can get through this stage a lot more effectively. If you come here with no weapons, this is one of the most poorly designed levels I've ever played in anything. Like, no joke. Are you kidding me? Alright, I want you to imagine what just happened. I want you to imagine doing that over and over again for like an hour and a half. Because that was my experience the first time I played this game. I should just use the ice power and get my way through this now. I already showed how hard it is. I think we get the point. So yeah, this is what happens if you take out the owls. Cannot see a damn thing. Am I gonna fall into a pit? I don't know. Oh wow, look at that. I didn't fall into a pit. Amazing. What luck. Now what you can do is use this weapon to kind of illuminate your surroundings. You know, it helps. Let me show you. I'll demonstrate for you here. See? There you go. That actually helps a lot. That's another thing I didn't have when I first did this level. There should be a great big warning sign on the stage select saying do not do the fire level first. Like, do not. Don't do the fire level until you have the ice weapon and the elect weapon. Okay, we need to use a weapon tank here. Weapon tanks worth their weight in gold in this game, by the way. This is probably the most useful I've ever seen weapon tanks be in a Mega Man game. Imagine if I was doing this part normally. I better get that ice weapon out of here. Whew. Am I gonna make it? You think I'm gonna make it? I made it. Will I make it? Can I make it? Of course I will. So for this guy, you're gonna want to recharge that ice weapon. Just gotta unleash hell. You ready to unleash hell? I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if you're ready for this. You sure? You sure you're ready to unleash hell? Because we're about to. Alright, here we go. Unleashing hell. Oh! That is hell right there. Damn! Whew. It's really cathartic to just completely unleash on this dude after the struggle of getting to him. Well, I didn't play through the last part of the stage without using the ice weapon, but I have no desire to sit here and struggle with the level any further. I think I made my point adequately. So that does it for this episode. Two more levels down. Fire and ice. Ice and fire. Got a new weapon. It's the Blazing Torch. This is probably the strongest weapon in the game as far as damage goes. This obliterates most bosses. It also obliterates most mini bosses. It's got a really powerful charge attack as well. Look at that. Very powerful. It's kind of like a super Pharaoh shot in a way, because the Pharaoh shot in Mega Man 4 also creates a fireball like up in the air that then travels forward in some way. So yeah, it's a little bit like a super Pharaoh shot. Very cool. And we got 3 bosses left. So I'll see you for the next episode. Take them out. That's about it. Later.